Well, hello again there, boys and girls. Let's go ahead and hop on in. Well, we're going to be doing more in the super late model division here. So, again, I kind of wanted to make an emphasis on this more than anything, but I figured it would be good to kind of give you guys a walkthrough as far as what I do when we're coming to a track that we haven't been to. Because for all intents and purposes, this is going to be new. But I see a Brian Zimmerman has connected. Interesting. We'll see if he's going to race with us or if he's going to spot for us or something. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to double check here. But anyway, so as of right now, we have turned no laps at Southern National. And Southern National is really not that far from me. It's in Kinley, North Carolina. Take a look at the all-time best lap. Again, if we tab down, all-time optimal lap, these are all empty. So we've turned no laps here. So we're going to set it for optimal lap. And right now we have the same setup in it that we actually ran. Yeah, absolutely, Zach. Yeah, super late. It's fun. So as far as what we're doing, we're going to be working on the set to try and get this thing right for this track. Now we're going to be using principles from basically the from the other setup that we did yesterday. And again, we're working with this camber thrust setup. I don't know if it's still a thing here, but we're going to find out, and it's just going to take time to figure out whether or not this actually works or it doesn't work. So first and foremost, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the garage. Now, before that, let's take a look at the weather. So it's 88 degrees, and we need to be making note of that every time we get on the track in this car. So 88 degrees, that's pretty slick. The car was a little bit loose at 5 flags, but it's just going to be there. I got a lot more banking here to hold us, but the corners are much, much tighter. So we'll see. Zimmer's pretty sporty Sunday. Oh, yeah, that's cool. So as far as what we have right now, first of all, since we're using almost the same setup for almost every track, just tweaking some things here and there, first of all, we're going to go save as, and we're going to change over here. We're going to go A51. We're just going to do, let's see here. Sona. And this is going to be at 88 degrees. Not 788 degrees. We're not racing in the 7th circle of hell. It's just going to be 88 degrees. So let's save this as. Now the other thing that we're going to do is we're going to come over to chassis. We're going to come down to fuel fill. We did not have enough fuel to go the whole way. So we're going to bump this up to 12 gallons. We're going to leave that there. Now more than likely we end up pitting at some point during the race, but you never know. We need to have at least that much fuel to go the distance. So as far as where the car sits right now, we passed inspection. What I want to do is I want to go out and run some laps with the car as it is. Now there's some things that I wasn't happy with the car itself when we were make a loose set. It's gonna be loose by the time we're done with it, I'm sure. There were some things that I didn't like about it with the 5 flag set. It really didn't corner through the center very well, and it felt like it was picking up the corner coming out of 4 at 5 flags, but there's a big bump there, so it's hard to tell what's what. But overall right now, this is the same set other than the fuel mod that we changed that I posted up in the Discord yesterday. So we're going to be done there. And yeah, all right, so let's go ahead, hop in practice, take a look at the times people are running and see where we stand. So 13.5, 13.7, 13.8 looks like kind of what we're shooting for here. Let this guy go. Now one thing, we will have to jump out of this session to register for the other one, but that's okay. Let's just get some clean track here. Let's try to get some clean track here. Gonna let these dudes go.
Car inside. Clear, clear.
Now obviously we're gonna have to change the gearing here, but I just kind of want to get a feel for this car and this track right now.
Clear, clear.
And just see where she stands. I'll have to take some gear out. Oh, that's definitely tight. But a lot of that too is going to be the gear that we have in it. The more RPMs we turn, the looser the car is going to feel, and the better the car is going to turn in the center. And a lot of that helps with the gear. It's kind of one of those things why you downshift and you take corners as low as you can on road courses. The car just turns better under load. So 470 gear is what Mr. TG says. So let's go over here to the chassis. Right now we got a 426 in it. Let's go with a 470. Let's start there. Let's go mark that done. Let's get back out here. And again, if you don't like TD's adjustments, open setup stuff's probably not for you. You're going to have to test a whole bunch of stuff out. Now, I don't do it as scientifically as some people, where they run 30 laps after making a half-pound tire pressure adjustment. Oh, okay. We got Zimmy over here trying to yell at us.
Go high. Slow car down low.
Honestly, I think we need to go with a higher gear than that. Alright, so if we look at where we're at on the board, and again, this is just kind of the set that we crossed over here, we're sitting 5th. I mean, it's not bad. There's definitely a ways to go. But anyway, let's get Zimmy added to the radio here. Yes, sir.
You just jump in here also? I see you haven't put many laps down.
Yep, just streaming, and we've just started making some little tweaks here. I took the same setup we had at Five Flags, so we've added fuel to it, changed the gear, which honestly I'm going to go with a little bit higher gear even, and just minor little tweaks right now. Yeah, reducing the cross
all I
rate and
did
everything
was
will
change
definitely...
the gear from my setup I did at Five Flags also. I think I have my rear spring a little lower than yours.
Probably
I
does.
think I was running a 500. I think you had yours at 8.
Fun fact, no one can hear you scream in the garage. Yeah, I've got max springs in the rear, so I've got 800 and 500. Which theoretically makes sense. Now, we can always soften up that right rear to get a little bit more bite out of the corner to let it grip a little bit, but we're going to have to reduce cross weight when we do that. Otherwise, it's going to tighten up. It's going to have more grip coming up off the corner, but it's not going to turn as well, so... And a lot of Southern National is also the line.
Go high.
So you've got to get the line right, otherwise you're just going to be slower.
Down low.
It's definitely loose up off the corner. It's not super good through the center, but...
Slow car down low.
Can't touch the apron though. That's not okay. I mean, overall, it feels kind of tight then loose. Like, it doesn't just bite through the corner.
Go low.
Like, it feels like we're really waiting on this car to turn. And by the time we get up here, we got a whole bunch of wheel in it. So, we'll see what we can do to fix that. What's up, Chris? DRS doesn't do SLM setups. I don't know. That might be why SLM's the most viewed thing on the channel as far as playlist-wise goes. So if we take a look right now, let's look at results. It's us. Zimmy's back here at 992. We definitely need to pick up some time here. So let's go to the garage, and we're going to play with a couple different things. In terms of where we're at right now, our cross weight is 60.7. Now, that's really high, but again, we've got the front end of this car pretty darn low, and then we've got the rear up in the air a little bit. So one thing that we can do to try and get rid of some of that, it's going to tighten the car up, but we can lower down the rear of the car to help just get this thing lower overall. I mean, 3.6 is pretty tall in the back, so I'd like to see what that does to it. And just see kind of what changes that makes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 1. And 2, 2. And again, we're just trying to do even adjustments on every side of the car here. Then we're going to go up here, up, and then up. And that's going to get us pretty darn close. If you take a look, the cross weight's about the same. So that's why we're doing kind of even adjustments around. So rear, rear, front, front, or left, left. Doing that will generally keep the balance of the car the same, per se, rather than jacking the right rear all the way up or taking height out of the left rear. It won't change that number too much. So that's kind of where we're at right now. I'm going to put a little bit more brake bias in it. Barring clearance right now is negative. Our preload's -1. I'd like to get a little bit in there just to let it feel up. Now we can negate that and get this car really floating through center if we take that and give it a gap. It's going to give it a second before that that bar starts to take effect. So anyway, the other thing that we need to do is straighten that out. All right, so that's going to be that. So let's be done there. Now let's go back out here and see what we got. 2 in a row. You're darn right, man. We ain't kidding with this. So we got Trombley, who's P1 right now. He's putting down 5s.
Car up high. Go low. Low car ahead. Go low. Go low. Go low. Go low.
Alright, let's see if we can get an actual lap here. Now again, we lowered the back of the car down and stiffened up the bump in the right rear, which is typically going to make it a little bit looser up off the corner, which isn't exactly what we wanted. We wanted it to be just a little bit gentler through center here. But so much of Southern National is getting all the way down to the bottom. See how we missed the bottom right there? Lost about a half a tenth or a tenth. Get down to the bottom and it'll be your friend. But that looseness is not going to last. So we're going to have to make some kind of adjustment to loosen it up through center. And we can do that with cross weight and then maybe take some of the track bar out, or do it with cross weight and then add a little bit of stagger, or take some stagger out of the back. So we can do a couple things on that. But I mean, overall, we're not going to run too many laps at a time, mainly just because we kind of know the feel that we want of the car. And right now it's just not there. It's one thing to just kind of run a couple laps and be like, no, I'm changing it. But you kind of know. What's up, Lou? So we're going to go back to the garage, and here's what we're going to do. I want to take some of this cross weight down more than anything. We can do that a couple different ways. I believe we can apply that and then raise this back up. It's not going to take a whole lot of cross weight out. If we do that and then raise this back up, it's going to bring us down to 59.1. That's a little bit of an adjustment. So we can do that. Now you look at our preload, now it's negative again. I'm going to leave that because I want to see what that'll do. The other thing, if we take a look at what the stagger says, it says more understeer during braking. And we're really looking at just kind of rolling stagger more than anything. This is going to be on throttle, you know, so we're going to take a click of that out. And then adding that's going to be what? Let's see. More front stagger is more understeer under braking. So taking that out is going to loosen it up a little bit. So we can do that. So we're going to make those couple little tweaks and then come back here and see what we look like. But it looks like the track might be getting quicker. Either that or faster guys are showing up as we're moving down the charts here.
Car inside. Clear inside. Low car up 5. Car stop to 5. Inside.
Let Trombley go here.
Clear, clear.
You see how his car just kind of cuts in and dives in on the...
Low car down low.
He's just got more
Car
turn
stop
through
low.
the center than we do, and that's really what it is. And we're still getting loose up off the corner.
Car stop low. Low car down low. Go high. Low car up 5. Go low, go low.
See what I mean? So we're still getting loose up off the corner here. So let's do this. Seeing as that's kind of where we're at right now. The car feels plenty tight. Now the other thing we do need to look at is we need to look at our chase here. And just see how bad we're bottoming out. Because we're going to be bottoming out a little bit here. Yeah, we're still bottoming out pretty good, honestly. And it's all on the right side, so we'll see. Yeah, loose off is the best feeling when you can save it. Yeah. The problem is the car's just not turning getting into the corner right now. And it's not brakes. I mean, the brakes on these cars feel really weird anyway. They just kind of, yeah, at least here, they almost chatter. You almost run this place a little bit like a Bristol. It's really light on brake and letting it kind of coast in. You just got to be around the bottom. So we'll make another little tweak here. I want to do one thing, and I want to take, we got this bottom and middle right now. And I mean, moving these things up is just generally going to loosen up the car, period. So let's try this. Let's move this to the middle. Let's move this to the top. It's going to totally change the way this car drives. But let's do that, and let's take 2 clicks of stagger out of the rear and see what that feels like. So moving the track bar up, basically what that does is it changes the roll center in the rear. And that's kind of what we're looking at right now. We want to see what that does. Again, we're still kind of exploring this car since they did all the changes with it, and seeing what works and what doesn't work. I mean, it could be something where it's like, nah, that sucks. That sucks. We don't want to do that. But I'm going to be honest, that change right there made a big difference. We overdrove that corner right there, and it's still not getting through center as much as well as I would have liked. But it's sticking a lot more coming up out of the corner than it was. Alright, that was my fault. Hitting the apron will never do you any good. Not like that, anyway.
car down low. Slow car down low. Slow car down low. Go high. Car outside. Clear outside. Slow car up high. Slow car down low.
That's what we don't want to be right there. I mean, it feels pretty comfortable. I mean, it's a little bit loose up off, but it's okay. I know you're saying that, but that's the only trick that we know in the book, man. And I mean, and it ran... I don't know if you watched the video from yesterday. Yeah, we can drop the ballast back a little bit. I mean, it will make it definitely tighter, for sure. But here's what we're going to do. So we're going to go to the garage, and we're just going to save as, and we're going to go Sononite 88 TT. We're going to save it, and then we're going to be done. And then we're going to actually back out of here and then register for the race session, and then we'll be right back in. So bear with me while we do that, all right? And then we'll get back in. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a good Tuesday, more than anything. My day was kind of crazy. But overall, you guys gotta let me know if you guys are enjoying the super late model stuff. If you think it's cool, you know, and you think we should keep doing it. I mean, obviously I'm doing it because I think that it's important, and I think it's just kind of the next step that we need to make, you know, moving forward. But let's see here, Southern National. There we go. Register up. There's only 4 registered right now. Keep doing SLM. That's right. Mark is not around. He is someplace else. I can't remember where Mark said he was going. But we're loading up for the other session right now. I'll get you guys back in so you can see what I see in just a second. Loose has to drop it down to 22. Man, that thing is going to be nuts. Nuts loose. There you go. Picking up the weights and putting them back down. There you go. Yeah, the SLM and the LM, they're a lot of fun. Kills long run speed now. We didn't really see that. So when we ran at 5 flags, and again, I don't know if you saw it or not, but I mean, we had a pro in there with us, and we had a 7K, and we had a 6K guy in front of us. And we've got 45K. But we ran 3rd, I think, or 4th. I think we ran 4th to those guys, which I didn't feel like was bad, considering, you know, where we come from and all that. But I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? So anyway, let's, again, getting into an session, let's check our track temperature. So we're at 81 now. So again, this is going to be kind of a different kind of aminal, if you will. So let's go to over here, and Lou's never led me astray. So let's back some of this out and just see what it... Well, actually, you know what? Since we have a different track temperature, let's just run what we have. All right, and just verify that this isn't the magic touch for 81 degrees. Because you never know. But I'm going to guess probably not, considering the times are a solid 0.3 faster than what we were running before. Well, you can't hit the wall, all right? That's number one. Lesson number one. Don't hit the wall.
Low car ahead. Go high. Roll car down low.
Lesson number 2, stay off the damn apron. Okay. Alright, let's put it in. Let's put it in here. That, and I'm all discombobulated because we got our all-time optimal. There we go. Let's get out of here. Alright, so let's go back and let's just make the changes that we were thinking. Alright, so number 1, we're going to go to the chassis. And we can afford to loosen it up now because we just can. So right now we got way too much camber in this thing. Also, our ride heights are all crazy now, so now we're going to have to play around with that again. Let's just apply, and again, we disconnect this just so we don't have crazy things going on here. But now let's get this nose back down to where we wanted it, which we're going to leave just a little bit more height in it than we had before. We're going to 28, and then we're going to actually raise this up a touch, and raise that up a touch. Let's see where we're at, 59.4. So we still have a shit ton of crossway.
Boy, those are some ringtail snorters right behind this group as they go side by side here. I'm going to tell you.
Those are what?
Ringtail snorters, every one of them.
Ringtail snorters, every one of them. Alright, so we've got that now. I just want to have a little bit in there. Alright, so we're at 58.3 in terms of cross weight at the moment. 8, and alright. This car is going to be much looser than it was before. So let's go out and see what it feels like. They addressed that on the cruise. Sorry for all the pollution and this awesome time you're having. Let us know if it sucks.
Car stop down low.
Ugh. That's funny. So with not all the nose, without without all the weight on the nose, we've got some in the back, so it doesn't spin the tires nearly as bad coming up out of the corner.
With 372 laps completed, and the enthusiastic
Still
race
feels
fans,
kind of tight in the
as they
center.
always are here.
New adjustments, same problems. All right. So we're down at the bottom of the board right now. Whew. So Zimmy, are you going to actually race it? Drop ballast down to 0. Alright, we can try it. Ballast to 0. I like the look of that. Nope, don't like the look of that. Sorry about that. Alright, so again, we're running no tape and everything. This isn't qualifying setup. The Supers seem to really respond to qualifying sets than anything. Being at the top to middle, we got 47.7. Thank you, Rachel. We do SLM and late model. Well, we kind of did all the late model stuff. You need more practice. I gotcha. I know that you can run 50 tape. It's just, I'm all nervous because we ran 50 tape a couple times and the thing blew up for whatever reason in the late models. Don't know why, but it did. Max out, rebound stiffness in the rear after this test. So I think we got the bump. I think maybe we did it backwards. Maybe we did the bump and not the rebound instead. I mean, we can just static the rear end anyway. That was me. Grabbing a whole handful of apron right there.
Low car down low.
Alright, so 532. I mean, we're getting quicker. This thing just feels really tight in the center. I mean, it really does. Like, we're putting a lot of wheel into this car. And I feel like it's killing us on the way out of the corner. It just feels like it doesn't turn on brakes the way that we like the late model to. It's just not loose on entry. And a lot of that, I mean, we have the bars maxed out both ways. So, I mean, we can take some of that back to put some of the looseness back in on entry. And again, maxing out the rears as well. That will help. That bump and rebound being maxed up, that'll help it kind of get a little uneasy on entry. So we'll come back to the rear, and we're going to max out the rebounds. And basically just try to tie this car down as tight as possible. We've got the rear as stiff as we can. We've got max spring, and we got max bump, max rebound. That's it. So in terms of where the car's sitting, it's 58.5 in terms of all that noise. Again, we've got a full fuel load in it. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. And I looked at the steering ratio, it's 10-1, which I'm pretty sure is what we ran in the late model sets. Honestly, I don't remember. But yeah, the only other thing that we haven't played with is the Packers. I think that one's probably right. I mean, we could probably pull some out of this one to get the car to lean down a little bit more on the left front to try and help it. But anyway, let's do that. And let's go back to practice. Ow. Karate chop my keyboard.
Hey guys, first time in a late model. I'll try to say it your way.
But again, it's kind of funny to like have the iRating that we do and really be kind of, you know, first time on the new feet, you know, where it's like we're not the fastest in practice. We are not.
Go high. Low car down low. Low car down low.
I'm going to take a bunch of brake bias out of this thing and see what it does. I mean, we're barely using brakes anyway, so it's kind of hard to say. Still feels tight. Still feels tight. Turn, you son of a... Exactly. Alright, so let's do something else. Now, Lou, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, exactly. Take that rebound out. I mean, really, the other thing that we can do is we can take some of this track bar out, or move this back down to middle, just to try and loosen it up on entry. I feel like we can do plenty to get the car loose up off the corner. We just need to get it to rotate through the center. Like, if we can loosen up entry and center a little bit, that will be absolutely fine. Yeah, exactly. The car's fine. I mean, it feels slow. That's what it feels like. It feels like we're just scrubbing speed through the center. That's what it feels like. Yeah, we've got casters maxed. Well, not really. Now we do. More front toe out.
What's up, Dallas?
Let's try that. Yeah, get that rebound out. Didn't work. That's toe in. We're doing negative. It's negative toe in. Wouldn't that be toe out? I mean, it would seem like it. I know it's measured from center. It's just iRacing's not clear about what it actually is. Whether they're measuring toe out or they're measuring toe in. So negative toe in would be, yes, the things are pointed in and that's toe in. Or is the opposite of toe in a negative number, toe out? That's what I don't know. Okay. Yeah, okay. Then let's do it the other way. Yeah. Alright, let's get out here, run a couple laps. Because we're running short on time. Like, we got none time. Time is up. Say, this might be one where we make some YOLO adjustments and then kind of take it from there. There you go, session's about to begin. Like I said, it just doesn't turn through center. That's the big thing. I mean, even on throttle, it won't do it. We are 10 minutes away from having a fast car. Yep, 4/10 off. It's okay. I mean, here's the thing. It's a learning experience. That's why we're doing it. And honestly, I'm doing this mainly for you guys. So you guys don't have to suffer the slings and arrows of poor setup judgment. You know, the setup we posted at Five Flags was plenty competitive. I wasn't happy with it. I'm still not happy with this, you know, or the other one. But I don't think anybody's ever really thrilled. I think we had one setup that I did that was for Day Martinsville in the late model. That setup was right. Like, that thing was on the ball, on point. It was dominant. And we still couldn't catch Daniel Williamson. But that car, I said, I don't know what I can do to this thing to make it any better. Really? 85-degree track champ. Well, we got to get out here and just see what this thing feels like. Man, they're only running 20-second laps? Psh, we got that.
Slow car down low. Car stop low. Slow car up high. Go low. Outside. Slow car down low. Clear.
I'm not learning anything about my car because we're driving around people.
Car stop to 5.
And this dude is all over the place. Alright, we're done here. We don't need to take any X's. We don't need to take any X's right now. You're learning that you're faster than the 10 car. Right. It was just night, so it'll cool down a little bit. It's late afternoon. By the time we get through qualifying and everything, it'll be night. So here's what we're going to do. All right, number one, to try and just make some kind of adjustment here, to try and get this thing to loosen up, period. I hate to do it, but I mean, we can jack the other side up to the top, and we can make that adjustment. We'll just be done here. One thing we are going to have to do is we're going to have to take all the fuel out when we do our qualifying run, which we are going to do. And yeah, we're going to go all the way to the top. So the top, the higher you move the roll bar, all right, in the back, or the track bar, the higher in the back you move it, the looser the car is going to be. The more differential you have, so left side low, right side top, the more kind of tight in, loose off you're going to give yourself when you make adjustments on the track bar. But moving the track bar up a whole thing is definitely, yeah, you'll have 125 for stagger. Absolutely. With the other thing, yeah, it should be good. So the only other thing I thought about was dropping this down. Now I know that that's against Lou's logic, and Lou thinks that the tire pressure should be the same on both sides. I'm not necessarily in that school of thought, but I think what we'll do instead of dropping that down, let's add a half a pound in the rear and take a pound out of the left, or half pound out of the left. No, not the same. Oh well. Lou's rolling over in his work chair. He's just spinning around saying, no. Man. Oh, we forgot to do one thing. So we did the tape, we didn't take the fuel out. So the other thing is when we take all the fuel out, this car is going to tighten up anyway. So let's be done there. Let's take a look at the results here. 477. We're going to be the 2 car. Who's higher? Logan Powers is higher than we are. I'm going to be honest. Logan Powers, us, Daniel Pope, Adam Hammond, Spencer Dickinson, Evan Hallstrom, Zach Smith, Chris Harvey, Mike Crockett, James Gerhold. Nice. We haven't seen James G in here in a while. So Austin Butler, Sean Mitchell, and Richie Morocco. I'm all for adjusting tire pressure now since the change last season. Oh, it's all right. You'll be okay. I messed that all up. Come on. You'll be okay posting down a 7. That's probably what we're going to run anyway. Watch we go out there, rip off like a 13.0. Pick up 7/10 from what we ran in open practice. Oh, it turns. It turns.
Green flag, green flag. Here comes your first time lap. One more lap.
Yeah, 7:28. We are slow. We are very slow. We are very, very slow. Yes! Onto the board. 7:04. Oh, no. Second. Just to reach the stereo, so you get a 10th. Yeah, exactly. It's just tight. Like, it just doesn't do what I want it to do in the center. I don't know whether it's because we're grinding on the ground or what, but who knows. I mean, we can make a couple YOLO adjustments to try and just jack this thing up. But let's undo what we just did, which wasn't smart. We should have saved what we had. And let's go 50%. Back to the tires. We're going to put it back the way we had it. Obviously, we didn't pick up shit. Moving the track bar up just didn't do shit, man. I almost want to like lower the track bar down right here to, I don't know. Yeah, exactly. I know that if we're bouncing off the ground, I know for bouncing off the ground it's not good. Guy up there, he just won't stop waving that flag.
I need to figure out the setup here.
Let's do some of that noise, and that gets us to a 57.5. If that don't loosen it up with the other adjustment we made, I don't know what will. Yeah. Oh yeah. You're dragging parts. Better come in and serve the black flag. Ooh, look at all that. Look at all that noise. Nope. Now we got too much camber in it. Now we're at 59.1. Right back where we freaking started. Alright, well we're gonna go with this. And yeah, hopefully we don't die. You know? Too much left front camber could hurt.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah, your right front will you're digging more on the braking. I don't think that's good. Honestly. Good news is the car seems stable, right? True crew chief talking right there. Good news is you ain't gonna wreck it, so have at it.
Line up on the inside. Pit road is closed.
Sorry, everybody's gonna wreck anyway.
Guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, time is going backwards. This is a paradox. Say, don't kill me, Spencer. Thank you. These are more farm to feed stocks. I really got to pursue them about a sponsorship. I see you back there, James.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, I'm back here.
I'll be back there in no time. Save a spot for me. I feel like we had this conversation before. We did. We've had many conversations where these are like earth-shattering, like loose setup moments where I'm like, it does what? Like I thought adding stagger helped get rid of, helped with the turn in on the, no?
One lap till we go green.
Hopefully it's a tight car that builds loose. I don't know. But I do like this Chris Harvey up here in the Mark Martin 9 car. Well, the Winn-Dixie car. He's running the number 9, but with the 2 car, we've got to actually get this thing right.
Going green. Pace car's in. Green flag, green flag.
All right, that was a quick 4X.
Outside. They're outside. Outside. Keep low. Clear.
I don't know what that move was, but it was weird. He's like, I'm gonna cross you over. Never mind, I'm going to the pits. Never mind, I'm not doing any of that. Just running the bottom here, I feel like is what's giving us time.
Outside. Keep low. Clear. You're in 4th.
Yeah. We'll see how long it lasts. Probably not long. Well, I got people DCing already. We knocked the wall again. It's okay. It's starting to get loose on entry. How about that? The more you know.
Yellow flag is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
Well, we got one car in a heap up there in turn 3. And he just towed out. Contact jacked up the setup.
Extra 1, car.
Hey, 11, you got a mic?
Pit road is now open.
So I think you can only take 2 here before you actually go laps down. And bummer is
Perfect,
we're
gave me by
4th
damage on the
place. We're
first
going to be on
lap
the
all day.
outside.
That 13 dive bombed me.
Oh, that was it was.
Yeah, my bad. He straight dive bombed me in the first corner.
It's got good pep. What's up, Hunter?
I thought you just got
Davis!
loose.
Nah, he stuck his whole nose up under me.
You stuck it. Itch. So yeah, the socks
I
we're
was gonna
rocking
get back to
today
him and give
are
him a little
farm to
nudge,
feet,
but he wrecked himself before I could even get back to him.
and they are wool.
Yeah. Well, at least I didn't get any X from that.
One thing I am going to
Alright,
do, because
that's
this thing's
good.
starting to get a little bit touchy, I'm going to put a little bit of brake in it.
It's kind of warm, so these things will jump out from you. You build.
It's kind of warm. Cooler than what we practiced at. Still just pacing.
Pit road is closed.
But then again, I'd be back here the whole
Gonna
race
need it.
anyway.
Sorry, Zach. Zach is 4 laps down. That's a bummer, dude. Well, that was fun.
One lap to green. Line up on the outside.
Good news is pacing goes by pretty darn quick here.
Get ready. Going green. Pace cars in. Green, green, green. You're in 3rd. Inside. Still there. Clear, clear. Outside. Clear. Outside. Still there.
Come on back by here.
Clear outside.
Sorry about that, Logan. He threw it in there. But we don't need to be making immediate enemies with guys higher than us in IR. That, and I feel like we were closing on them on long run anyway, so. I think this is kind of a 4 to 5 car race. The car's definitely looser in 1 and 2 than it is in 3 and 4. Alright, let's see if we can do anything with them right here.
Yellow flag is out. Line up single file.
Look at that, man. Complaining about getting through center, and we're getting through center better than they are. I don't know. Yeah, he's looking real sketchy up off the corner there. If we didn't screw up the exit of turn 2, getting the thing super sideways, probably could have done something on the restart.
Now open. Catch the pace car.
I think we only got time to take rights. May not add fuel. I don't care. Enough with the fuel. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Well, we could have taken 4.
Line up single file. Catch down 3. Car.
Freaking A. Alright, let's turn that off. Leave 4 on for right now. What's our tire wear looking like? Yeah, 99, 98, 99, yeah. The lefts are
Catch
fine,
down 3.
so
Car.
there's a little bit hot. 5 car almost killed you. He almost killed you.
Pasta 11. Car. Pasta 9. Car.
They might as well just let us fly, but no.
So we got Logan, who took, obviously he took 2 and actually didn't put any fuel in it because, you know, he's smarter
One
than
lap
we
till
are.
Go green. Line up on the inside.
10 car go. That tire wear was not bad. Exactly. We probably would have come out of the pits second if it weren't for that. But 16's got 4
ready.
freshies and
Going
we've
green.
only got 2. And I think the one's only got 2 as well.
Pace car is in. Green's out. Green flag. Green flag. Back to third. Keep up.
That was a push.
Outside. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Keep low. Stay low. Clear.
Oh. Well, we got 2 1 cars on the track.
Okay, we're halfway to the finish.
Oh, they're gonna go 3 wide. Any bets? Are they gonna make it work?
Next car is the leader.
Wow. Grabbed a handful of apron right there. So it's a little bit tighter on fresh rights.
Slow car down.
I was about to let you by.
Car stop down low.
Alright, you've been starving.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Line up the file. Pit road is closed.
Okay, well, what do we do?
That wasn't intentional, man.
Yeah, it's cool. I was just trying to let you by.
Pit road is now open.
Best way to do that is stay high here.
Me on the outside again. Sucks.
I was loose anyway.
9. Got the lucky dog. Let them pass on the
Yeah, I
inside.
noticed that. I'm sorry that I didn't mean to hit you.
Michael Crockett.
Let the 9. Car by.
If we get a couple more laps, though, I'm coming in. I mean, how many cars do we still have on the lead lap here?
Hope it didn't give any of us any X's.
At first I got 2 on my own, and then probably
Only got 8
extra
cars
2
on the lead
from
lap,
you.
for God's sakes. And we're running 4th.
I don't know. I wasn't looking at that. I was just trying not to hit you any harder.
Is that the dude from Sling Blade?
Pit road is closed.
Gabe.
One lap to green. Line up on the outside.
All right.
Get ready. Going green. Pace car is in. Green, green, green. Inside. Clear, clear. Outside. Clear outside. Car outside. Still there. Clear. Yellow flag is out. Line up single file. Pit road is closed.
I don't think that was us. I didn't see any X's or anything up at the top, but
Missed the corner there too?
Pit road is now open.
I guess that was us. I was wondering if that was me. I didn't see any X's or anything though, so if it was, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you just straightened out me right there.
Like I said, I was wondering if it was me. I said I was sorry. I didn't get any X's. I'm sorry.
Let the 5 car by.
Everybody's mad. Everybody's always mad.
Sorry, whoever I tapped in the ass, I had no choice.
Oh well. You hate to gain spots like that. I really do. Because now people are like, oh, you're a shitbag. He's the worst. It's like, eh. I mean, he doesn't know, but I mean, we got the one sideways at one point. We gave the spot back to him.
I have a feeling they're not going to give me a lucky dog at all.
Unless you got an
Exit road is closed.
that man a lucky strike. Pass that man a lucky strike. Yeah, maybe we'll get over it. But we'll go back and look at it. I mean, that's what we do. I knew that we weren't. I know we didn't have our lefts like on the white line, but I didn't think that we were that far up from the white line either.
Line up on the inside.
It's not like we drove through them. We didn't Haley Deegan it, you know what I mean? But he'll get a shot. He's back there in 7th. He's only 4 spots behind us, for
Get
God's
ready.
sakes.
Going green. Pace cars in. Green's out. Green flag. Green flag. Back to 30. Keep digging. You're in the middle. 3 wide. Inside. 2 wide. Stay high. They're inside.
I think the 16 might have fresh tires. Or maybe not, who knows. But I'd really like this thing to go green to the end. So we can get some heat in these tires and get this car turning again.
Outside. Clear outside. Outside. Stay low. Keep low. Stay low. Clear outside.
Again, all we're trying to do is just drive the bottom. Not getting away. But we're not gaining, and we only got 12 to go here. Got one guy loose behind us. Oh, he's trying to make a move.
To go.
10 to go. So he's starting to hold him up now. Good race though.
Sorry.
Single file. Pit road is
We're gonna
closed.
get a one-lap shootout here.
Jet stop 3. Car.
This sucks. Wish we could have just finished it under green, really. Might be it might not.
Jet stop 11. Car. Pit road is now open. Five to go.
We might get a one-lap shootout.
Sorry, 12. I got tight coming off the corner there. I didn't mean to get you. Sorry about that, buddy.
Yeah, we'll start on the inside. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna get good. It's probably gonna get
because I was on the brakes, like I was
animated,
letting you go.
but we'll see.
It's all good.
Logan and Hallstrom.
I was just
I
in the
can.
zone
The only person I don't think I
following you.
can
Just
say hi
couldn't
to
react fast enough.
is Pope,
Sorry.
because Pope is not happy. He's like, you just dumped me going into 3.
Yeah, sorry about that. Also,
We gotta
Ryan.
go
It was
look at the
just a
replay
chain
to see,
reaction
but
'cause I slowed down.
I don't know if we dumped him per se. I think that we were down low there.
Yeah, that
but
was all my fault. I just was trying to make the pass and got tied off exit and went right into the 12. Sorry, buddy.
So it's all good, man. It happens.
So we're gonna need to get 2 to go right here to get a one-lapper. Or wait, do we have green-white checkers in these series too?
Stop 11. Car. Pit road is closed.
Huh. We'll see.
Well, this restart's gonna be fun.
One lap to green. Line up on the inside. 2 laps
Now I
to
guess
go.
we'll get a organic green-white checker. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Any bets that we get run over, or we run over somebody?
Get ready. Going green.
He's probably gonna go the second that pace car
White
goes.
flag. One more lap to go. Pace car is in. Green, green, green. Outside. Still there. Still there. There's the sector flag.
Nice one, man.
Woohoo!
Great job, driver.
What do we get? We got third? Damn. Thought we got second at least.
The race is over.
Oh well. That was interesting. At least well, we got third, I guess. Yeah, I'll take a top 3 out of like 14 cars over here. I don't know. You shouldn't be sour grapes about it, but what can you say? The car actually, in race trim and everything, it didn't feel bad. I mean, it actually hooked the bottom pretty good once we got a couple laps on it. So I don't know if that's a tire pressure thing, potentially. Maybe we should just be running higher pressures than we are. But I don't know. Sweeten those grapes. You did well. Yeah, great job with the sketchy setup. But let's not forget that. But anyway, let's take a look at the last couple laps. We got an okay jump here. I really thought that we were going to be able to get this 16 car, and I really thought that we had one more to go. I mean, really? Really? Couple inches. Son of a bee sting. Anyway, let's go far chase here. Now what I want to see is He did come get tires. So the one car gets underneath him. Now let's see what happens here. If we clean him out or what. That was Logan still here. Well, not Logan, but Daniel. Nope, he left. Can't even apologize to him. But anyway, so he comes around. He's mad. He takes 2, comes back around, takes the other 2. He comes up here, he's going to be man on fire. I mean, he restarted, like, with all those guys who got EOLs and stuff. Oh my god, he started 1 spot behind. So we just gave it to him right here. The other thing we got to look at is I think it was the very start of the race that we had some shenanigans. Let's take a look here. Was it us in the 6 car? It was us in the 10. Like, 10, what are you doing? You're in the middle of the damn track. So that was a nice, easy 4X. Whoa. Whoa. Spinning him. Yeah, exactly. He got fresh tires. Although I'm sure if he asked him, he was going to win the damn thing. But, you know, I mean, to be honest with you, like, these aren't the caliber of people that I feel like we ran with last week. So I think there's still a lot of work to be done. And you could see in practice times we were way off in time. I mean, just look at our qualifying time, you know, versus our race time. But I don't know. Maybe it's a decent race setup. I don't know. But so long as we were sticking it on the bottom, it was actually gaining time on a long run right through the center. Just what you saw right there, which was the absolute opposite of what I thought it was going to do. So yeah, Pope is fast. Is he cool? Or is he just mean? Because he was kind of mean to me. He was kind of unfriendly. There's a little bit of netcode. We were up, I don't know, a foot off the bottom. I mean, it's just tight racing, really, but he took it very personally. Even though I apologized. So was Logan. Pope is a crybaby. Okay. Well, then I don't feel too bad. But anyway, I mean, it's not like it wasn't our fault. I mean, we weren't absolutely on the white line, and there was some netcode. I mean, it's a combination of things. But, I mean, we're picking our way through here pretty good, you know, honestly. So, I don't know. Well, anyways, I'll post the setup in the Discord. If you're not familiar with that, there's a link in the description. You can join that. Typically post most of our setups and stuff like that in there. Who knows? Maybe you guys can take it further than I can. But again, this session was going to be, it's about 85 track temp. So, what we'll do is we'll go over here. We're going to save as Sunday night, 85 track temp. And we'll just leave that as is. We'll be done there. Now, the one thing that we need to do is we need to check and see what happened to our safety rating and iRating. And then we'll move on for the night. I suck in the 11. Nah, you're fine. We'll check the results and we got to see how everybody did. Evan Hallstrom wins the race. So single split, we only had 14 cars. You know, the other race was bigger. So anyway, we get 111 points, I guess. It's not huge, but it's something. But yeah, it looks like most of the race pace is going to be right around 13.6. So if you got something that can lap around there, then you're probably good. We lost a shit ton of safety rating, though. If you look at that, minus 0.23. We got the one bogus 4X for, excuse me as my dog freaks out. We got the one bogus 4X on the start, and then we got another one when it was actually the one car came down on us. That was later on, which we should actually go back and look at because I wanted to see that too. But anyway, we gained 12 in iRating, so we're 47, 46. Closing up on that like 3/4 to 5K mark. That's pretty crazy. I didn't think that we'd be there. But anyway, let's see who else. Spencer did okay in the 6th. He got 7th. He loses 6 though. And James gains 12 for finishing 9th. There's nothing wrong with that, man. And again, B license running up against, you know, pretty high iRating, you know, A-class guys. I mean, what do you expect? Strength of field is at 2230, which again, it's not that sexy, but you know, it just kind of is what it is. So let's go back to the mirror. I want to see one thing before we let this go. And it was much later on. Let's see. This wasn't the last restart. I think it was the restart before the last restart. I think it's right here. So we're down here. I think right here. I mean, again, it's just kind of racing contact. I mean, we're not all the way on the bottom, and neither is the 16, but the ones trying to cross us over, I mean, we just kind of took our time on the bottom there to keep it from doing that, but we paid with it with a 4X, so yeah. Lost 75 IR. Nah, that's a bummer, Zach. Sorry about that. That's a bummer, but you know what? That will happen. Not everybody's perfect. I mean, not even us. I mean, Lord knows we've lost a bunch sometimes, so it just happens. But anyways, if you guys had fun, consider throwing down a like. If this is not your first video you're watching of mine, consider throwing down a subscription. It might be a thing, but you can check out the playlist. Again, we're kind of renewing our interest in this series. We're going to be taking this one serious. I don't think we're going to run for a D1 championship or anything, but we want to start getting this car figured out and figuring out what makes this thing tick, so we can continue kind of just moving up in the progression more than anything. So, but yeah, Zach, you'll be just fine, just like Davis said, and that's coming from Mr. Bounce Back himself. Every race, bottom to top, top to bottom, he's there. So anyways, quick reminder to you guys, Randy's got his marathon stream. Whoa, that was a big wiggle by Powers. Randy's got his marathon stream on Twitch. It's at It's Me Randy is his name, with a big capital D on the end of it. So anyways, guys, check him out. That'll be good. They're raising funds. I've pledged 20 cents a lap, and then $10 for every win. So hopefully he can empty my bank account out. And it'll be for a good cause. But thank you guys again so much for watching, and until the next time, take care.